Hello and welcome to the third video in a three-part series focusing on the importance of self-care. My name is Shonda Talene and I am a consultant at Patton Harrisburg.
Hello, my name is Erica Karuder. I'm also a consultant at Patton Harrisburg.
Today we're focusing on creating and implementing a plan for self-care.
Let's get started with a few important resources we'd like you to be aware of in case you or someone you know is struggling or experiencing a crisis. The mental health support line can be reached by calling 1-855-284-2494. You can reach the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline by calling 1-800-273-8255. Finally, there is a text option by texting HOME in capital letters to 741-741 to reach the crisis text line. In our last session, we introduced you to the self-care wheel and self-assessment tool. I hope that some of you had the opportunity to take time for self-reflection in identifying one or two domains you would like to focus on for your own self-care plan.
Before we talk about creating a self-care plan, let's take a moment to talk about setting realistic expectations, priorities, and boundaries. We talked about the concept of compassion fatigue in our first session. Compassion fatigue can occur when we take on other stress. It can impact us in many ways and in many domains by affecting our emotions, cognitive abilities, beliefs, and physical well-being. Compassion resilience is a multifaceted process that can be used to combat compassion fatigue. It includes having defined and realistic expectations for both yourself and others, setting appropriate boundaries, connecting with family or colleagues in the homework environment, and finally, focusing on caring for yourself. Thinking about these three components, the one that is both a strength and weakness for me is boundary setting. On the one hand, having clear boundaries is something that I found very important and that I work hard to establish. But on the other hand, I do sometimes struggle with feeling guilty about setting and maintaining those boundaries. How about you, Erica?
I agree, Shonda. Setting clear boundaries can be hard. I want people to feel like they can count on me, so I don't always set clear boundaries or limits or say no, because I don't want people to feel like I'm letting them down. On the other hand, maybe as a strength, I do feel like I do an okay job of setting some realistic expectations for myself.
That sounds good. Let's see, there's some tips that we can look at for this. Here are a few tips for setting and maintaining expectations and boundaries. First of all, be realistic with your expectations. Think about what will work for you within your own context. In order to have expectations that are realistic, you may have to discuss them with a supervisor or a partner in order to ensure that the expectations are appropriate. Consider your responsibilities and obligations and set priorities that help you adhere to those boundaries and expectations you have set for yourself. This may involve learning to say no, which we just talked about being very difficult. If you are someone who has difficulty saying no, consider this self-affirmation. I will say no to others so that I can say yes to myself. Finally, consider eliminating drains on your time and establishing healthy habits. A big drain on my time personally is social media. While this can be an escape, it can quickly become something I spend too much time with when I could be spending time with my family, taking a walk, or engaging in a more rewarding activity.
The last time we met, we shared a self-care checklist that can be used to reflect on where you are within self-care in the 6 domains, and then to be able to identify 2 or more domains where you feel you would benefit from self-care. We know that we are more likely to complete a task when we have it scheduled or planned. Self-care activities should be intentional and used consistently. Think about the self-care activities you would like to add to your daily routine. These should be focused on things you enjoy and that will bring renewal and fulfillment to you. As you create your plan, you may have to consider what you will do less of in order to make time for your self-care activities. Also, think about how you might want to reward yourself for following your plan. For some of us, completing the activities may be reward enough, but for others, an extrinsic reward may be required. Shonda, what would you choose as a little reward for yourself?
Oh, that's easy. It's always going to be chocolate, Erica.
I like that one. So here's an example of a self-care plan. This one includes all 6 domains, but remember yours should be developed to meet your needs and could include just 1 or 2 domains. Some of the activities in the plan are specific, such as write in my journal 3 times per week, while others are more general, such as find things that make me laugh. This gives you both specificity and leeway to make your plan adapt to your context. Some activities have time frames associated with them, such as getting enough sleep 3 times a week. This may be needed if you know that due to other responsibilities, it may not be realistic for you to get the amount of sleep you need every day. Instead of being a daily expectation, a more realistic one might be 3 days a week. If you make your plan and see you are struggling to engage consistently, you can always make an adjustment. Self-care activities are meant to renew the mind, spirit, strength, and heart.
Here is an option for making your plan a little more fun, connecting with friends, and also rewarding yourself. This is an example of a self-care bingo board. This is one I saw online, but you could easily create one for yourself based on your personalized plan. I use this bingo board with one of my girlfriends. We text each other daily with the number of squares we were able to check off for the day, and other times we see how quickly in the day we can get to a bingo. It's a fun way to connect with friends, create accountability, and reward yourself. So I hope you can find a way to make self-care fun.
I really like that bingo board, Shonda. That's a great idea. So we want to say thank you for your time with us today, as well as for the other 2 parts in our series. We hope that you found some helpful tips and resources that you can use to practice self-care in your life. We'd like to say a special thank you to Midwest PBIS for developing the training materials that we modified for this series. Thanks everyone, be well.